Hello, it is Michael Linson of Smart Classroom Management, and in today's video we're going to talk about how your classroom, the way your classroom looks, can have a positive impact on behavior. In fact, it can improve behavior if you do this one thing. Before we get there, however, do me a favor and subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. Give us a thumbs up, leave a comment below. It really helps us. It also pushes the video out there to more people who can really use it. I know that you're very busy, and so I really appreciate you being here. Your time is valuable, so thank you. Thanks for watching this video. So the one thing that you can do is to make your classroom orderly. I call it exaggerated order. I've also described it as being Spartan. So when no one is in the classroom, it should look quite empty. Now you can still have, of course, color coordination and your bulletin boards. You can still have art projects up and science experiments along a table. It's just that you're going to remove all clutter, all furniture that you're not using, and everything is going to have a place. You're also going to make sure your cabinets are orderly. Everything is in order. This makes your life a lot easier, lowers your stress level, which we're going to talk about. But the biggest thing is, without you having to actually do anything while you're teaching, any strategy, it improves behavior automatically. And the reason for this is that when your students enter your classroom, it communicates to them that excellence is expected. In fact, it communicates this to everyone who enters your classroom. You know you're on the right track and that your room is ready for students when every adult who enters, every teacher or parent or whoever, the first time they walk in your classroom, they'll say something. Every single time. I've done this for years and years, and every time a stranger or new person comes in the classroom, they're always taken aback. In fact, they sometimes tiptoe in like they're walking into a museum, because it says that whatever's going on in the classroom is sacred, and it is. And this is the message you want to send to your students. It also matches your own call for excellence. And so a lot of teachers, they get this wrong. They'll talk about excellence, and they'll talk about how they want to raise standards and they expect more from their students, yet the environment is telling a different story. The environment says that mediocrity is accepted, that mediocrity is okay, because the teacher's desk is a mess and the classroom is a mess, and there are boxes stacked up in corners and books on tables and stuff like that. And so it's really tough. That dissonance is really tough for students to figure. Everything has to match your call for excellence, your routines, your all the classroom management strategies, your consistency, everything transfers, including the room environment. And yes, it raises standards automatically and subconsciously in the student's brain. So when they enter and they see this and it's every day, they change. They're different people. It raises the vibration in the classroom. You'll notice that they'll start taking care of their things better. Their desk will be cleaner. One of the things that I've always done is I've always kept my work area completely free of anything. Just like a desk with nothing on it. Maybe I'd have a box for students to turn in work, but that's it. One time a teacher left a sticky note on my desk saying, a clean desk is a sign of a sick mind, or something like that. Well, it may be, I'm not sure, but what it does do is that it really shows that you hold yourself to a high standard, and you're a model for those students in your classroom. and they follow your lead in many areas we talk about here at Smart Classroom Management. But in this area in particular, when you have a Spartan-like classroom, and again, it can look beautiful, you can do all that stuff, but when you get rid of all the kind of sofas and the rocking chairs and all this kind of stuff, unless maybe there's maybe you have a special chair that you sit in while you're doing your read aloud, but otherwise you really want to, as much as possible, clear out the clutter in your classroom. You may notice that next to me I have this rolling teacher tote bag. It's a company sent this to me to review, to see if it's something that I would use, and I'm really impressed with it, and I bring it up to you. I know you've seen these bags. This one is available at Amazon. There's a 10% code that you'll see in the description below, but it has it's really lightweight. It has these 5 rolling wheels on the bottom. There are 15 compartments. There's a soft compartment for your laptop, room for your lunches. You can also put your files, of course. So it's a great way if you like to have sort of a mobile classroom. It's a great way to keep your desk free and have everything in here that you can bring home. It's good for travel as well. You can pull it, of course, with the handle, but there's also, you can carry it in different ways. You can carry it over your shoulder or by hand. It is a Amazon Choice, I think it's called, or an Amazon Pick, which they do for items that are of good value and have lots of positive reviews. So again, there's a code below for 10% off. It's affordable. If you're looking for a tote like this, I think it's a good buy. Okay, now on with the video. I've got a star next to number 4 because this is probably what impacts the students the most from day to day. And what it is that it removes visual chaos. So research shows that when there's chaos in the environment, and this can be in your home also, that it creates a chaotic mind. You have trouble focusing. This is why oftentimes you may feel like you have to clean your house before you can go to bed, that kind of thing. So, or you have to clean things. Before I have to write, I have to make sure all my dishes are done. And so you want to kind of clear out the environment. And if you have boxes stacked up and you've got laundry on the floor and this kind of thing, and it's chaos, it's hard for you to focus. It's really hard for students to focus, in particular, especially those students who have some attention problems, students with proclivity to misbehave. They really need a calm, clear, and clean environment. And so just by doing this alone, you remove that visual chaos from their environment, and it really helps them settle down. It brings greater peace to your classroom because you're going to feel more peaceful, and you're going to feel more calm. You're going to feel more in control, and then your students will feel that too, and it'll bring the temperature down and remove some of the stress that you've been feeling. And I think that, stress is something that a lot of teachers are dealing with. It's a topic of my last book, in fact. And by doing this one thing, so much can be affected positively. And one of those areas is you'll really notice that your stress level will go down. So try it out. It's something, again, if you're thinking about making a change, improving your classroom environment mid-year, it's something you may have to take a Saturday morning, bring in a bunch of, garbage bags and a bunch of where you can separate things that need to be thrown away. I've found that, you can donate items, of course, but also you can leave some things out that other teachers may take advantage of. And so, yeah, a morning of kind of cleaning things up, making sure that your displays, and if you have student work up, that it is all current, that you don't have writing up that's yellowing from September. So just make that change and your students will feel it come Monday morning. Okay, I hope that helps. Have a great week. See you next time.